Fragile peace talks shudder as Moscow accuses Kyiv of crossing a red line, targeting the Russian president's residence. Russia says this is not diplomacy. This is provocation, timed to sabotage negotiations and test Moscow's restraint. Donald Trump confirms Vladimir Putin raised the issue directly and says he was very angry. An attack on a leader's home, Trump warns, is a dangerous escalation, says Russia's alarm is justified.
Mr. President, are you worried that the alleged strike on Putin's residence could scuttle the peace discussions?
Yeah, I don't like it. It's not good. I heard about it this morning.
Did Putin tell you about it?
You know who told me about it? President Putin told me about it. Early in the morning, he said he was attacked. That's no good. It's no good.
Russian officials
don't forget, the Tomahawks. I stopped the Tomahawks. I didn't want that. Because we're talking about, it's a delicate period of time.
But
this is not the right time. It's one thing to be offensive, because they're offensive. It's another thing to attack his house. It's not the right time to do any of that, and can't do it. And I learned about it from President Putin that I was very angry about it.
Do you not have U.S. intelligence services?
What?
Don't you have U.S. intelligence services that monitor that region very closely? Is there any evidence?
Well, it came out. Well, we'll find out. I mean, you're saying maybe the attack didn't take place. It's possible too, I guess. But President Putin told me this morning it did.
From Moscow's view, this is the pattern. Western-backed adventurism masquerading as resistance. NATO's shadow looms, EU capitals posture, and small state enablers like Estonia cheer escalation from a safe distance. Russia says all threats were neutralized, but the message is unmistakable. Peace cannot advance while Kyiv toys with symbolic strikes meant to provoke outrage and derail talks.
Regarding yesterday's events, the entire assessment was provided by Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, and my colleague, Russian presidential aide Yuri Ushakov, also explained how this topic was raised, referring to the attempt to strike the presidential residence in the Novgorod region. Indeed, this terrorist act is aimed at disrupting the negotiation process. It is directed not only against President Putin personally, but I would also like to recall Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's Christmas address and his words to Putin. However, it is also aimed against of United States Donald Trump, seeking to undermine President Trump's efforts to promote a peaceful resolution to the Ukrainian conflict. It's a complex conflict, but the presidents have maintained a trusting dialogue and continue to do so. Such provocations and acts of state terrorism cannot shake the level of trust between the two leaders. You are aware that the diplomatic consequences of these regime actions will be to strengthen Russia's negotiating position. As for the military consequences, our armed forces know how, when, and where to respond.
Kyiv dismisses the accusation as fabrication, yet Moscow questions why such claims surface precisely as US-brokered diplomacy inches forward. Russia signals it will reassess its negotiating posture.
I find it hard to say, but I just mentioned it here. And yesterday my colleagues said that the negotiating stance would shift. It will shift towards a tougher position.
The Kremlin frames the episode as proof of Western double standards, urging talks with one hand while arming and encouraging pressure tactics with the other.
I would like to say that this is already becoming common practice. As soon as the negotiation process enters such a delicate phase of searching for solutions, the Ukrainian authorities, acting on the logic of preventing the conditions for a peaceful settlement from taking shape, take provocative steps. Moreover, these steps are very sharp and are clearly intended to disrupt the negotiation process. As a rule, they act together with their Western curators. First of all, The British style is evident here. And of course, what happened today is a serious attempt to undermine the negotiation process and make it even more difficult to achieve peace. There is no doubt that the Russian Federation will respond appropriately to this provocation, including in the context of formulating our position on a possible formula for peace.
As narratives collide, Moscow projects resolve, security first, dialogue second. Russia says peace remains possible, but only if red lines are respected and provocations stop.